Hey, what's up, Larry? So we've been discussing some stuff on the forums regarding the lockouts, and I want to go ahead and just do a quick test to kind of illustrate what I'm seeing here. Now, I've got the Max 360 set up right now, and I've got a couple different K-band radar guns. I've got the Pocket Radar, I've got the Falcon HR, and I've got the MPH Z35. Some of them are similar in frequency, some of them are different, and I want to go ahead and show you the issue that I'm seeing with the lockouts. First, let's just go ahead and take a look at the frequencies that we've got with each radar gun. So, transmit the Pocket Radar. That one is 24.128. Now the Falcon HR, it's very similar in frequency. It's not the same, but it's very, very similar. We'll go ahead and transmit this guy. That's 24.124. As you can see, 4 megahertz difference, right? Now that's different than if I was to use this gun, MPH Z35. If we transmit this guy, oops. Go turn them on real quick. Okay, so we'll go ahead and transmit this guy, 24.151. So you can see this one's about 25 megahertz off, right? So that one's kind of off. The other two are really similar. Now, what's interesting is if I transmit these two guns, these were the ones that were both around 24.125. If we transmit both of them at the same time, the detector can actually see both signals. Now you'll notice there is a little bit of overdriving going on, right? It's seeing 3 signals, not 2. There is some overdriving. I've got the window down. I'm trying to shoot it out backwards, but there is a little bit there. But nonetheless, all the frequencies are right around the same area, 24.120 to 132, kind of around that range. I don't know exactly how wide the lockouts here are on the 360, plus minus 10, 20, 30 megahertz. I don't know, but it'll still illustrate the point. And as you can see, yes, the detector is clearly able to see multiple signals at the same time, even if they're very close in frequency, and that's different than if I just transmit one at a time, right? Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at what happens here with the lockouts. Let's go ahead and actually lock out the Pocket Radar. So we'll transmit this guy. Okay, so we've locked out the Pocket Radar, right? Now, in theory, if I transmit both of these two at the same time, it should see multiple signals, but one of them will be locked out and the other one will not, right? However, if I transmit only one at a time, because they're so close in frequency, the detector doesn't actually know the difference between the two, right? So if I transmit this guy, this one should be locked out, and you can see that it is. So I locked out this one, but this one also gets locked out if I'm transmitting only one at a time, right? And that actually makes sense because the frequencies are so similar and it doesn't actually know the difference between the two. Now here's the issue that I'm seeing. What happens if I'm actually transmitting both at the same time when the detector can actually tell the difference between two signals? Let's take a look. Okay, there you go. You'll notice now it's actually seeing multiple frequencies, 2, sometimes 3 initially at 2, but they're 24 to 120, 133, kind of that range. I created one lockout for one signal, and before, none of them were locked out. Now I'm actually seeing multiple signals being locked out from one lockout, and this is the issue that I'm seeing. Now let's actually try this. This gun shut off again. Go ahead and turn this guy back on, and this guy was about, 25 megahertz higher or so, and again, I locked out this guy. Let's see what happens when I transmit him. This one's actually locked out as well. So I don't know exactly how wide. Okay, a little bit of overdriving there. You can see that. I don't know exactly how wide the Max 360's lockouts are, but it looks like it's at least plus minus 30 megahertz in that range, 25 to 30. I was kind of hoping if I locked out just this guy, because this guy was sufficiently different, then this guy would alert and this guy would not. But, I don't know, let's try transmitting both of these at the same time. So we'll do Z35. No, I just clocked that guy. And we'll do the Pocket Radar. You can see, bam, both of them are lighting up, front and rear antenna. I just got 2 bogeys at the same time, and both of them are locked out. So, again, this is the issue that I'm seeing. I've seen this for a long time. I know we've been going back and forth on the forum, so I just wanted to go ahead and illustrate clearly exactly the point that I'm seeing. Again, yes, I know there is a little bit of overdriving going on that could potentially mess up the issues. I'd rather be out across the street or something shooting, but nonetheless, the frequency ranges are all staying within the same range. I'm not seeing any wild, K to K A-band overdriving or anything funky like that. Nonetheless, this should, I hope, clearly illustrate the point that I'm seeing, that one lockout, locking out one signal, does actually lock out multiple signals at the same time. Again, I like this for quietness, but when it comes to locking out multiple signals, yes, one lockout will lock out multiple frequencies, even when the detector can see them at the same time. So, if I'm misunderstanding anything, please let me know, but this is what I've seen continuously for years. I hope this clearly illustrates the point, and yeah, so cool. Thanks for the discussion. Again, this is kind of one of the things that I would like to see change, but nonetheless, I actually really like, from the quietness perspective, the way this operates. And I know I mentioned that on the forum. I was kind of against this initially because, it's super easy to risk out, or to lock out a Leo, right? You can see that. But nonetheless, I do appreciate it from the sense of, it really quickly quiets things down, whereas some other implementations don't. So, pros and cons, trade-offs, all that kind of stuff, right? Nonetheless, but when it comes to this issue specifically, this is what I'm seeing. So